The number of illegal migrants crossing to England in rubber rafts is increasing sharply. The British government sees France as an obligation and confirms itself in leaving the EU. The latter seems premature. Great Britain is looking at the coast of Kent, but not because of mass rush of bathers in the heat wave and the corona danger. Even less welcome, at least for Prime Minister Boris Johnson's point of view, are refugees. In recent days, the number of illegal migrants has increased in small boats from mainland France across the English Channel to seek asylum in Great Britain. The Interior Minister Priti Patel, known for her tough line, called on the Navy to intervene and accordingly to drive the refugees back into the sea. Over 500 refugees have reached British soil since last Thursday, mostly in rubber dinghies. They are said to come from Syria, Afghanistan and Africa, including pregnant women and children. The constant weather, the persistent warmth and the calm sea make the crossing easier for the tugs. Since the beginning of the year, more than 4,000 migrants have entered the UK this way. That is more than twice as many as in the entire previous year. In 2018, fewer than 300 people seeking help crossed the English Channel. It is true that the recent increase is manageable in comparison with the refugee flows in Mediterranean countries, and the UK has no problems coping with the rush. Yet, the heaped arrivals are a more than welcome topic for the Conservative government than the ongoing debate about its failures in dealing with the coronavirus pandemic. It also fits into the narrative that London will regain control of the British borders with Brexit, and that is exactly what the British wanted, as Interior Minister Priti Patel immediately put it. However, the key to controlling the flow of migrants does not lie with the Navy, which responded to Patel's request for support in a friendly but negative manner. To push fragile rubber dinghies with women and children in one of the busiest waterways in the world and push them back into French waters does not seem advisable. Instead, the key is to work with the French authorities, who should be more determined to prevent the boats from leaving. Patel admits this without dissolving the opposition to the postulate of regained British self-determination. Chris Philip, Junior Minister for Migration, travelled to France last Tuesday for talks, not without first announcing a tough line in the main conservative media Daily Telegraph. The route should be made unprofitable for the tugs. France is against doing what it can and is reportedly demanding money from London to strengthen control of the coast. In the weekend press, there was talk of the equivalent of 36 million francs. Although it's funny because even France does have their euro and is not using francs anymore for ages. As proof of the failure of the EU, London is bringing up the Dublin rule again. According to it, refugees should seek asylum in the EU country that they entered first. However, many migrants do not do this in France and instead try to illegally get into the UK. The fact that they choose the risky crossing in small boats for this is also attributed to stricter surveillance in the port of Calais. Once those seeking help have reached British territory, deportation to France under the Dublin regime is difficult because it has to be done quickly. Although the UK left the EU at the end of January 2020, it is currently still bound by the Dublin procedure. A transition period will run until the end of the year, during which EU rules will continue to apply on the island. Immediately after the transition period, however, there is no longer an agreement, and even the limited possibility for deportations under the Dublin regime is no longer available. A follow-up agreement is currently not part of the negotiations with Brussels, which will make deportations even more difficult. Prime Minister Johnson promised to enact stricter asylum laws to prevent illegal migrants from crossing the canal. And if you now want to know more about European politics from a German point of view, YouTube has chosen another of my videos right here in the end screen, right next to your chance to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next video. Click and enjoy. Viel Spaß!